The grass is getting tall around my hives, but I got home from work and this is what I found waiting for me. This is my swarm tree. All of my bees always swarm to this tree, and looks like they did it again. That's a good sized swarm right there. I'm gonna try to keep them. So I'm gonna gather some things together and see if we could get these girls a new home. So I have a couple things ready here. I'm all suited up. Got my smoker, my hive tool, my burner, and I got one of my new 5-frame nukes that's half painted. You can see this rim here is still not painted, and the whole, let's see, the front edge. I just drilled the holes in it. The front edge still has a little bit of a raw plywood on it, but that's okay. This should work fine for now. Shows that, you know, should be a little more prepared for this sort of stuff. If I didn't do so many splits already, I'd probably be a little more prepared. But I have one frame. They're pretty empty in there. This side is empty, and this side is mostly empty, and it's got a little bit of honey in there. But I figured this would be the smell. That would be the smell to draw them in, and then these are just waxed. That one was used before. Just not very, they never really built out much on it. And then this one is bare wax. So what I should do is maybe put that one towards the middle. That'll be a brood comb faster. You can see new, 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 barely slightly used, and then used. But they're all in good shape. They're probably less than a season on each of these. So I'm gonna light this smoker, get this thing loaded, light it, and get to work. Today's smoker fuel of choice is this big trash bag of pine needles that I got. It has pine needles, some of the little mini cones, no big pine cones in this one, you know, a little bit of sticks and such, but I've used this last week, and man oh man is it good. I just put this in my little burner, and once you get it lighted and you get it good and hot for the first bit, get a good fire going, crank it up, it stays lit the whole time. It does burn a little faster than like wood with some grass stuck on top, but it smells so much nicer. I tend to move to prefer using this stuff. I think I'll continue using this. All right, let's get this thing loaded. Let's see here. Grate is the right direction, and I'll just take some handfuls of these, bend them in half and shove them down in there. I don't know if this is the right way of doing this, but I shove them in there pretty tight. As long as it has airflow, it usually burns pretty well for me. And these were a little on the wet side when I got them, but I live on a breezy hilltop, and the breeze with this bag just being open has dried it all out for me. I have these little pellet things. I don't even know what these are, but they came with my bee kit. They're like a little cylinder, and they seem to burn pretty well. I'm pretty sure that's what they're for. I don't know, but I just take my Burn-Zo-Matic, start pumping this thing and making the fire. And this stuff lights easy. I mean, this is overkill for pine needles, obviously. But main thing is make sure these things are good and hot, and that they stay burning, because I don't want to be frustrated with this thing going out on me. To be honest, I probably won't even need smoke for this, now that I think of it. I think the last time I got a swarm, I didn't use any smoke. I just used a box. I mean, I'm smoking out the camera now. Stuff's going good. I didn't even use smoke. I just grabbed the box and kind of slapped them in there. I think I have a video of that actually that I might be able to insert. But this is my little Amazon smoker. Came with my beginner kit. It's a cheapo on Amazon, and you could tell I get after my hives. This thing has been used a lot for the year that I've been doing this. So I'm no pro by any means, but I'm not afraid to get in there and get my hands dirty. All right, get that thing going and see if I can set this camera in a good spot to get a good view of what we're gonna be doing. All right, got me a mini ladder, my nuke all set into position, but I got some empty bee frames over here, or bee boxes rather, there on the right. I think I'm gonna move you over there, get you into a better position for viewing, because I think if I stand on this ladder right here, you guys aren't gonna be able to see anything. So I'll put you guys a little closer, like here. Oh boy. Maybe you could give me a hand if I need it. Oh yeah. There we go. Let's see how this goes. It's kind of like I did it last time. I think what I'm gonna do is get up there, slap that branch, and kind of set the hive in there and just kind of bounce them into it. And hopefully they like it. Girls. Guys in for a closer look here. So I'm going to put the lid on, and yep, they're still fanning. Yeah, they're fanning real good. So all right, girls, excuse me. Let's get you guys down in that box. Put that lid on. There we go. Don't want to squish them. Now they could still go in the feeder hole up here in the middle, and then they got their regular entrance down here, which they are fanning from. Yeah, this is great. I don't know if the queen is still up there or in the box already, but at this point I don't really think it matters, because this is kind of how I did it last time, and she ended up going in the hive regardless, so we could just point that there. Let's see, what are we looking at? I just want to get you guys lined up so you can see these bees crawling in that hole. There we are. Get a handful of bees shaken in. And one more. Come on, bees. There we are. Yeah, these are very gentle, so at first when I heard there was a ball of bees in the tree, in the regular bee tree, I was thinking, well, they could be breeding one of the new queens, but if they're in a ball, a big ball like they were, that's probably a swarm, because I did have multiple queens in that hive. I did pull a few of the queen cells out, but I left about 4 or 5 in there. And I know I could have probably made even more splits from that, but I figured let them do their thing. The bees could do their process. They could figure out what they want to do. And I'm assuming one of the queens ended up leaving with these workers with them. So we could check that hive again later and see if there's anything left in there, or if this is all of them. But I'm certain that it's a double deep hive. They're probably still quite full of bees, because they were pretty full hive before. Still got some stragglers up here in this tree, so I think I'll just give them a shake just to get them moving, and they'll come a little closer and probably smell the pheromones that are down this way. So come on down, you bees. There's a little bit of activity over here. Change this angle. There's bees all over my camera gear here, all over my stand, but well, a bunch of them just went in, but they're coming in and out of that hole, and most of them are coming in. Well, these bees are just crawling all over. There's a bunch on the back of the hive here. They're kind of confused. There's no hole over here, but they're probably smelling the pheromones trying to get in. They're getting in on the top here, and they're getting in the front door here. So I think what I'm going to do is just, they're all out of that tree now. They're all either on the box or in the box. So what I think I'll do is just leave them to their own devices, and I'll leave that nuke on top of that ladder. I'll let them all crawl in there, and I might just go make them up some a little bit of feed I could stick on top in a mason jar. And yeah, I'll come get them later tonight, put them with the rest of the splits and nukes, and put a little piece of grass or something in front of the front hole, and they could orientation flight, and that looks like it'll be number 10. So we're going from 4 to 20 this season. 20 viable beehives, queen right colonies. If this one works and the other nukes that I have split are good, that means I'm halfway there with numbers, and if they all live to next year. All right, I just got to find out if it was from this colony or not. So, I'm assuming this is the colony. Oh, there's a bee. I'm assuming this is the colony that, can't talk. I'm assuming this is the colony that they originated from, because I removed a queen on March 30th to start another frame. And I removed the queen because they were already making queen cells, and that was one of my best queens, and I figured I'd rather retain her than let her swarm. So I figured this should be with those new queen cells. They should make their own queen, breed, split, whatever they wanted to do. It's fine by me. Looks like there's still some bees in here. Got plenty on the lid. No queen. We'll just let these guys hang out over here. Let's get this board off. Let's see what we got in here. There's still quite a bit of bees in here. But this last weekend, I did see queen cells. Some of them were emerged, and some of them were still yet to hatch. So I don't know if the swarm came from here or not, but the rest of them didn't have queen cells that were ready. So I'm assuming it came from this one. Let's just take a quick look. They already drank all the feed I gave them. I didn't give them a whole lot, but I gave them some feed. They already drank all that. So we'll take this feeder out, give me some room. We'll just work our way over. See, first, not much. This side we got a nice freshly drawn honey frame, or nectar rather, some nectar and a little bit of pollen in there. Looks pretty good. No queen cells on this frame, so I'll set this one back in where I got it from. Go to the next. This one's a bit light. This one I put in when I did a split. Drawing that out. I'm drawing this out, and it looks like there's a queen cup right there in the middle. Nothing in it, just a bare cup. Put that back in. They could keep it. Should be getting back into brood frames here in the middle. Let's see what we got. This one's a little heavier. Alright, back into the brood frames. No real queen cells on there that I could tell so far. And this side. Some honey, a little bit of brood, and a lot of pollen. I don't think I saw some. I see some drone brood, but no queen cells. Okay. Let's put that one back in the way I got it, which is this direction. I could smoke them down. Might make it a little easier. Not that I really need it, but it does get them off of the top of the frames, so it makes it easier for me to split the frames and check. So what do we have here? Some drone brood. I see a queen cup, nothing in it. Another queen cup down there with nothing in it. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot of evidence on this one yet. Let's see. There we are. Look here at the bottom. There's still one queen cell, two queen cell I can see right here above my thumb. So there's two queen cells there. And the rest just looks like drone brood. So, okay, there's a third one that had already emerged. I don't know if I could get this on the camera, but above my thumb you could see a hole there. There was a third one there that had emerged, and these two are pretty good size, and they should be hatching any day now. So let me see if we find any more. Oh, and you know what? I'm not even looking for a queen. It's very possible there could be a virgin queen in here, or from the time frame, I mean, we might even have one close to being bred by now. But yeah, I don't really know. I should keep an eye out for one. I haven't had very good luck finding virgin queens. Usually it takes them a little time to get bigger before my eyes spot them. So a lot of queen cups here at the bottom. Those are all empty. Those are these here on the bottom. I don't have my pointer. Let's see. This is a very sticky frame, but right here there's cups with nothing. Over here though, rather, let's see what we have. We have, let's see, we have some big holes, but some cups, but I don't think those were queen cells. I don't think those ever got laid in. And we got a bunch of nectar and pollen, so let's rotate. Okay, there's two queen cells right here. Kind of little one and a medium one, so not great. I think those other ones were much, much better looking than these. I don't notice any queens over here. So, oh, actually, if you look at the bottom of that one, that's a freshly emerged queen cell. The one on the right has that big hole in it. The bees keep crawling in it. The one on the left is yet to emerge. And actually, now that I have this orientation, let me see if I can show you. This other group over here, all right girls, right here where my finger is, there's another queen cell underneath these other ones. So really, I could put this into another box and make yet another split, and then leave those other two larger queen cells in to make this colony queen right. And that would give me yet another additional nuke. All right, so I'll think about that one. Let's see what else we got. Here's my new drone frame for this season. Ooh, it's heavy. I put drone frames in the colonies that I really like the way they perform. They have a really good queen. Check that out. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of fresh brood. Drone brood. Check the other side. Look at that. These guys are going to town. These bees look good too. They look really healthy. I'm not seeing a whole lot of drones, to be honest. I've seen more over on that swarm. So who knows, maybe that swarm did come from somewhere else. It's hard to say if the number of these bees in this colony are diminished at all. It's a new frame they're drawing. Other side, same thing. Drawing comb. That all looks good. These girls are doing a great job. Let's see what we got here. Get that sticker out of here. Oh, this is a heavy one. This one's probably full of nectar. Nope, it has brood. It has brood. A couple drones hanging out, eating. No queen cells. More brood on this side. More drones. No queen cells. Okay. Put that there. And this last one is an empty frame in which they were trying to draw for honey, so we'll just leave that one there. We don't need to take a peek. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this top box off and take a look in the next box down, because this is a 2-frame hive. So let's do that. Well, here's the next box down. And yeah, there's still quite a bit of bees in here, so it's hard to know if the swarm even came from this hive or not. I really don't know. But while we're here, let's just take a look. That frame's more or less empty. So I'll just give these bees a little shake, get them in there, give me some room, and we can start going through the rest of these. Let's see what we got. Let me get the camera aimed up just a little more. We got a honey frame here. Honey food frame. Alrighty, no cells. That's kind of what I'm looking for right now, is those cells. This one looks like a new, yep, new frame from the split in between. We can just leave that there. And tight. This might be another new one. Why do I have these next to each other? I don't know. Oh, this is a partial drawn. So they got brood on that one. That one looks pretty good. They're still drawing the edges of the frame though. This side, yep, same thing. They got a little bit of brood. Making some drone brood there on the bottom. Alright. That looks good to me. These middle ones are a little older frames, and they're a little more propolised together. Let me give them a little smoke just to get them off the top of these frames. Alright, girls. This is an older frame. Got a lot of pollens and food and some brood. Some drone brood there at the bottom. Let's give it a flip. Food. A lot of food. Okay. No queen cells on the bottom. So far we just have those 2 cells on the top that have several queen cells on each of them. Brood frame. That bee right there has some pollen on its legs. Bright yellow. There's all kinds of flowers going right now, so. Oh, there's a brand new white little bee. Look at that bee. That bee's brand new. Still all white. It's funny. I should be looking for queens, but yeah, not really doing too good a job at that right now. But like I said, I'm not great at finding the virgin queens or very, very young queens. So what I tend to do, and my vast 1 year of knowledge of bees, is I wait till the queen starts laying. If all this brood is older brood, I know it's not there. But once this brood gets through some of the stages, and then I start seeing that fresh eggs being laid, those little rice pieces down at the bottom of the bowls, then I know, okay, I got a queen in here, and she's flown, she's bred, and I consider it then a queen-right hive. So got some brood on this one. I'll take a quick look. Yeah, mostly just brood, and it's turning that reddish color. So it's older brood. It's probably going to start hatching out here shortly. Push that one up. And we've got 3 frames left. We might as well check them while we're here. So I don't even smoke these bees very much, and they're all really mellow, especially for a queenless colony. Come on guys, get off that corner. There we go. Adjust my hands. There's some more pollen coming in. And did I see a queen cell? Looky there, right in the middle. That's a queen cell. That's a pretty decent sized one. And that thing is due to emerge soon. Is there any more? Just that one, and that's in the middle of the frame, not on the bottom. I've heard some people say that those are supersedure cells, or some, I've heard it both ways. They could be swarm cells or supersedures. I don't know. To me, it's a queen cell. Queen cell is a queen cell. So, put these back in. So that's 3 frames with queen cells. I will probably leave this one in the bottom just because it's a little harder to get to if I do take any of the other ones out. Let's see if we have any more. A little bit of fresher brood on that. There's a queen cup there. Easy bees. Go on. Kind of getting under my glove a little bit. Getting buzzy. Brood, some honey, a little nectar it looks like. Not a whole lot. But man, it is warm today. Today it's probably, alright, they got a little burr comb going on between these frames. I don't want to squish them. I'll try to get some of this out. We got little bees. Come on. There we are. Oh man, I'm stealing their burr comb. Just don't want to squish them when I put these frames together. There we are. And this last one, let's see what we got. Food frame being drawn still. Same here. Some pollen and some nectar. No queen cells. Okay. So yeah, that's... Is it from this hive? Is that swarm from this hive? I really don't know. Could be. There's some emerged queen cells on here, and over the last weekend I saw some emerged queen cells. So it's possible that those queens could have emerged this last week and then now just got old enough to fly to breed. I'm not exactly sure. But hive still looks good, looks healthy. I don't think it has a queen right now. I didn't see any fresh larvae. So we're just gonna put this one back together and check with it again next time we come out. All right, well, here's a recap on what we did. We got that hive over there. They are in the box. They didn't leave, so I think they like it. So I'll leave them there for a little while, and tonight I'll move them over here with the other nukes. We went through this hive, suspecting this is where that swarm came from, and I think it is. But we really don't know, so it's kind of just a guess at this point. But we did find 3 frames with queen cells in this hive. So I left 2, that one at the bottom that had the really big queen cell on the side, and then I left one of them that had queen cells hanging off the bottom, about 2 good sized ones hanging off the bottom. And then the other one that had 2 additional good ones hanging off the bottom, I took that one out and made a split. Those small runty looking ones I just scraped off, so there's only 3 queen cells left in this hive. 2 up at the top, 1 big one at the bottom. So we'll leave them. Took a few frames. So then I put that queen cell frame in here that has 2 other good cells on it. Put those in here, and then I went through this colony, which is very large and has queen cups, and robbed a bunch of emerging brood for these guys. So this is an 8-frame box. This is one of my original boxes that I had, where they have a hole kind of in the middle here. I put some wax in there previously. It also has this entrance reducer in the bottom, so I'll put it on the smallest side so they don't put a little stick there. So if they do come out in the morning, they'll do an orientation flight, but we'll see, because they usually come out that hole instead. They seem to prefer that. I just don't prefer the boxes with the holes in the side or 8-frame boxes, but hey, this is what I had ready. So recap on this one. The red dot is a queen cell hive, or the queen cell frame. These 2 are emerging brood. I believe this one also has a half side of brood that's pretty old, ready to hatch. A little bit of food on this side, empty frame. This is a food frame, empty frame, brand new. These 2 far ones are brand new. And then all the ones that I took out of here, I replaced with brand new empty frames, and the same for over here. This one's still open. You can see some of them here. That one is a new one today. This one was a new one today. This one is not new, that's from previously. This one has 2 deep boxes, 10 frames, so they got plenty of resources. They will rebuild. I did bring out every last bit of frames that I had left I used them all. So, man, oh man, it's time to make new frames. I put 5 in there and 7 in these new boxes. So yeah, that's bringing my numbers up. If this becomes a queen right colony, and that split over there becomes a queen right colony, then I should be up to 11. 1, 2, that's my eclipse hive. 3, mated queen, 330. 4, my big double 8s. 5, this one was in those 8-frame boxes, but they were getting condensation. They were very wet, so I moved them into here, and they're much happier. 6, or let's just say 5 if we're not, so let's see. I'm missing my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a good colony. Don't mind the box just sitting on top. It's a really good colony. 6 and a single 10. 7, 8, 9. The first 3 splits that I did. 10. My really nice, good bee, good temperament quality bee colony. And 11. So yeah, that just means we're moving right along. Man, I can't wait for this weekend to see what things look like. Today's just a weekday, and I got the news and came straight home from work and worked all day and threw the suit on, got my stuff, and came out here. It's hot, sun's going down, and I'm tired, so I'm gonna call this quits.